Hi, and thank you for joining us for this year's first ever Virtual Champion of Youth celebration. I'm Jessica Schambach, and I'm honored to be your MC for this special event. As evening anchor for KOCO5 News, I have the opportunity to report on things that impact Oklahoma every day, whether it's the COVID-19 pandemic, our crazy wild weather, the issues that matter to our state, and also the heartwarming stories of organizations like Boys and Girls Clubs that have a major positive impact on the community and our children, especially now. I'm thrilled to be with you this evening as we learn about the amazing work Boys and Girls Clubs of Oklahoma County is doing to help the youth in our community. And the theme of tonight's event is Empower, because Boys and Girls Clubs empower youth to be the best they can be. We have many successes and people to celebrate tonight. And I want to begin by recognizing our 2021 Champions of Youth co-chairs, Kim and David Rainbolt. Kim and David are true advocates of the club and help empower youth through their support. And we are so thankful to have them as our champions.
Well, Boys and Girls Club is unique. There are a lot of nonprofits that deal with youth across the spectrum. But to me, Boys and Girls Club is unique because it focuses on a very critical time in a young person's life. Each child, each young person has a different set of challenges, and Boys and Girls Club is trained and uniquely situated to deal with those and help these kids realize their potential. It's everything. To set these kids on the right path is all important.
Thank you again, Kim and David, for co-chairing this amazing celebration. 2020 was an interesting year for the Boys and Girls Club. Celebrating our 25th anniversary quickly shifted into responding to the COVID-19 pandemic. The pandemic has affected every sector of our community, yet none more negatively than our already disadvantaged youth. The educational achievement gap had been widening for our kids for years and has recently been exacerbated due to the pandemic. Many children and teens floundered in their homes this past spring with inadequate food, shelter, supervision, and access to the internet. And for thousands of youth in our community, Boys and Girls Clubs have been the safe, happy places to go during this time, providing them with structured routines, supervision, internet connectivity, homework help, nutritious meals, enrichment activities, also mental health support, and so much more. The champions we're celebrating tonight were key to making sure that the club's doors stayed open. Each honoree this evening exemplifies all that the clubs stand for, and we are thrilled to be awarding them tonight. Our first award of the night honors an organization that's investing in our community's youth in many ways. For more than 95 years, the United Way of Central Oklahoma has been committed to helping youth in our community succeed by raising critical funds and collaborating with other community partners to address various social issues. Every day, but especially in times of crisis and uncertainty, such as the 2013 Moore tornado, the 2018 teacher walkout, and the 2020 COVID-19 pandemic, United Way has been a consistent supporter of nonprofits in the community, ensuring that youth continue to receive valuable resources. You won't find many organizations more impactful than the United Way of Central Oklahoma.
They provide a safety net, especially in families and for youth, that tries to carry them through every step of the ways.
For nearly a century, United Way has been dedicated to the health, safety, education, and economic well-being of our community.
I say all the time, we're really good at what we do, but if you think about it, we've been doing it for 98 years, we probably should be. And really what we do is we support the best of the best nonprofits in Central Oklahoma that provide health and social services to our community.
They are aligned with a network of agencies that provide Oklahoma children with a safe place to go after school. The Boys and Girls Clubs of Oklahoma County is among those nonprofits that rely on United Way support.
It is a happy place, and it makes you happy. I mean, you walk in and you can't help but smile.
It absolutely, categorically makes us a better organization because of being a partner agency at United Way.
Whether it's a natural disaster or global pandemic, United Way is always a loyal and reliable partner.
I can speak firsthand to say that the needs of this community have grown exponentially as a function of this pandemic. As much as anything, the United Way has been there to support not just Boys and Girls Clubs, but so many other organizations as well that have all been strained to provide more services because there's just so many more people in need. And so, at the top, between Debbie and the entire board and the entire team and her staff, they've never gone in earlier. They've never worked later. They've been tireless through this entire pandemic to make sure that United Way has the resources it needs to support all the organizations in our community that are delivering services today.
This year, they just went above and beyond anything we could have imagined or expected. Everything from donating PPE to helping us partner with other agencies and other groups within Oklahoma City in ways we never had contemplated before, to even helping us financially through their emergency COVID-19 fund.
They're in ice storms, in tornadoes, most recently COVID. We can all take comfort that United Way is going to be there in the future for us too.
The future is defined by their commitment. Students who participate in Boys and Girls Club programs do significantly better in school. Mentors and role models help them establish long-term success.
You know what I love about Boys and Girls Club more than anything is they work with our future workforce, our future leaders. They really produce productive citizens for our community. They're very influential, they're compassionate, they're engaged, and I can think of on our board at least 2 that are products of Boys and Girls Club, both Rick Nagel and Ed Martin, and they take great pride in telling everyone that they are Boys and Girls Club kids.
Without the strength and influence of United Way, nonprofits like the Boys and Girls Club would simply not flourish. For their unwavering commitment, United Way of Central Oklahoma is this year's honoree of the Corporate Champion of Youth Award.
Congratulations to Debbie Hampton, to the staff, and to the board of the United Way of Central Oklahoma. They have done a tremendous job for many, many years and stepped it up to a new level this past year. None of us could have anticipated that we would be living through something we've never seen in our lifetimes, and we had to turn on a dime and respond to that, and they have done that in a way that should make our community proud.
Debbie Hampton is where it all starts. I mean, her energy is unsurpassed. Her passion, people can feel it and see it, and the team that she's put together live this every day. Congratulations, and thank you for what you do for Oklahoma City.
We really feel like the true hero and the real champion of youth, in my opinion, is Boys and Girls Club. On behalf of United Way of Central Oklahoma's Board of Directors, our volunteers, and our staff, I want to say thank you so much to Boys and Girls Club for honoring us with this incredible award. It means a lot to us, and it's something that we will honor and cherish for a long time.
Congratulations again, United Way, on being named the 2021 Corporate Champion of Youth. We are so thankful for your support year after year. In recognition for all that they did in response to COVID-19, we are honoring a special community champion this year. The Oklahoma City Community Foundation went above and beyond during this crisis to combat the effects of the pandemic on our most vulnerable. Through their 2020 Disaster Relief Fund, OCCF awarded almost $500,000 to nonprofits across the community, including Boys and Girls Clubs, CSU Youth Services, and Sunbeam Family Services. The COVID-19 outbreak has been extraordinarily stressful for the Boys and Girls Clubs of Oklahoma County. The nonprofit was forced to pivot from an after-school program to a 13-hour-a-day operation.
It has been a very interesting year, and nothing that any of us could have foreseen coming a year ago at this time. In fact, there are so many things that we have had to do to change to respond to the needs that what we are doing today barely resembles what we looked like a year ago.
New safety protocols, more students, and an 80% increase in operating expenses. But the Boys and Girls Club never wavered, providing activities and programs for vulnerable children. It would not have been possible without the support of the Oklahoma City Community Foundation.
They always do tremendous, terrific work. But this year, Oklahoma City Community Foundation has stepped up like so many others in an unprecedented way to deal with the circumstances that we've all been challenged with in the past year. When the pandemic hit and when businesses were being closed in Oklahoma City and across the state and across the country, the very first phone call we received was from Nancy Anthony. Nancy reached out and said, "What does this mean for the kids? How are you all doing? What do you need?" And to have a partner like that knows, oh wow, this is going to really impact Boys and Girls Club, I want to reach out and find out how it's going to impact them and if there's something we can do to help, is just, it's a gift that you can't put a dollar value to have a partner like that.
Boys and Girls Club leaders launched an emergency child care program for children of hospital and frontline workers.
There's no budgeting for that. There's no funding for that. We had to have some help.
Let us help you do that. That's absolutely key. I mean, we have felt like at the Community Foundation that the pandemic really was a health issue. If we have to deal with the health crisis first before we can deal with other things. And those people, the first responders, the medical personnel that needed to go to work were absolutely crucial. And their kids were going to be the constraint in doing that. So we needed to take care of them. We needed to make sure this was a great place for the kids. They were willing to step up and do it.
In COVID-19, what we're dealing with right now in this pandemic, we didn't call them for help. They called us and asked us, what can we do to help? It's a proactive partnership. It's incredibly special, and it's one that we have never taken for granted.
Oklahoma City Community Foundation has been identifying challenges and creating results from the get-go. Their partnership with the Boys and Girls Club began 25 years ago.
They are there when this city needs them, full stop. For Boys and Girls Clubs of Oklahoma County, they were there from our founding 26 years ago in this very spot in Memorial Park. They saw the vision that we laid out.
We were just happy to be in on the ground floor where our $25,000 really made a whole lot of difference.
The foundation has been harnessing donors and directing resources ever since. It's an invaluable collaboration.
It's an incredible endorsement for everything that we do here. It validates the mission in so many ways, and it gives other stakeholders here in town the confidence to continue to trust us with their resources to do the kind of things that we do for the kids in our community.
The Oklahoma City Community Foundation is forever exploring new opportunities to benefit our community. By offering hundreds of robust scholarships and elevating charities, this foundation is in the legacy business.
I always say it's a team project. I mean, I get to sometimes be the coach, so to speak, but it's really it's the people that are out there that are making the plays and catching the ball and talking to people. It really is a team project, but it's also a community project. We're really proud of the breadth that we have in the community of people, of donors, of organizations that we work with, of grants that we've made, and just the ability to work in the whole community.
They support activities and programs that encourage youth to be productive, caring, and responsible citizens. And for that, we honor you with the Community Champion of Youth Award.
We are very blessed to have the Oklahoma City Community Foundation, and I think that their fingerprints are already over this entire state, and particularly in Oklahoma City, and they will leave a legacy that we never had before this foundation came into being.
Not only is the Oklahoma City Community Foundation a partner, we have a partner with the Anthony family. They've been there personally every step of the way as well. Nancy, we couldn't have done it without you.
Congratulations to Nancy Anthony and the staff at Oklahoma City Community Foundation. We are so much better for having you as one of our partners.
Thank you for the honor, but really thank you for the Boys and Girls Club more than anything else.
Congratulations to everyone at the Oklahoma City Community Foundation for being named the 2021 Community champion, it is well deserved. It is an honor and personal privilege for me to introduce our last award of the evening, the Aubrey K. McClendon Lifetime Achievement Award. Given each year to an individual or couple, this award strives to honor Aubrey's legacy of giving back to the community, especially to causes that help our youth. We are so excited to honor David and Jean McLaughlin this year with this special award. Like Aubrey, David and Jean are passionate about serving Oklahoma through their involvement with Oklahoma City Public Schools, Fields and Futures, and of course, Boys and Girls Club. David and Jean are committed to helping our youth be the best they can be. David and Jean McLaughlin are the essence of success, turning a small Enid business into a global food empire.
We just barely had enough money to buy inventory and get started. We had 5 employees, and we just kept growing, and we ended up with plants different parts of the country, and we had about 2,500 employees when we sold in 2010.
But sitting around the dinner table in 2004, they realized true fulfillment. The McLaughlin Family Foundation was formed.
The mission statement of our foundation is create change in Oklahoma City area that helps disadvantaged children and families reach their full potential. And that's what we look for in every organization that we support.
The McLaughlins have given hundreds of grants to innovative, entrepreneurial, high-impact nonprofits.
Seeing their vision of what they want for all youth, regardless of what zip code you're born in, regardless of your home situation, regardless of your financial income, they want all youth to have that opportunity, and that's what the Boys and Girls Club is all about.
The Boys and Girls Club is just one of the many beneficiaries of the McLaughlins' time and resources.
A lot of children don't have a place to go right after school and to go home and be supervised. And yet, when they come here, there are just so many programs and advantages and a place to do their homework and to get help and even some mental health issues or athletics, and when the high school kids have opportunities to even take field trips to see what career opportunities are out there for them that they may aspire to. So there's just, and I think, the staff is always looking for better opportunities to relate to the kids and to help them be better future citizens and enjoy their lives as well.
Jean and David are continually looking to lock arms with other like-minded partners.
It's not just check the box giving, it is they examine, they ask questions, they see needs, and if not for them, if not for their heart for young people, unfortunately kids are just gonna be trapped in cycles that they're trapped in. But they have given hope, and we think all the time and talk all the time about people who stand in the gap for young people, or there are obstacles that are in the pathway from where kids are and where we want them to be, and they have just made it a life's mission to remove obstacles for kids. And so we are the beneficiaries as a school district.
They're passing it on generationally, recruiting their 4 children and grandkids. McLaughlins are truly an entire family of philanthropy.
Every year our grandkids get $1,000 to pick out something that they want to support. The legacy I like to think of is what our children are doing, and then what our grandchildren are now being trained to do, or not trained, but exposed to. And that they'll be, hopefully have some resources that they can continue what we started.
They are cycle breakers, empowering and encouraging disadvantaged families and children to achieve a much brighter future.
They provide hope for kids who many times just don't have it. They don't have that gleam in their eye. They don't have that idea of what they could become. But because the McLaughlins say, hey, count us in, we want to help young people.
David and Jean are real-life heroes, providing a vehicle of positive change and hope.
The depth of the programs and the relationships with the staff and the other kids and the ways that they help each child and relate to them, and look to their future. So I think in many ways it's for Boys and Girls Club to continue to have the Oklahoma City and citizens really be supportive, because that's going to make such a difference for our future in our city.
And for their unwavering support of our community, the McLaughlins are receiving this well-deserved recognition.
Jean and Dave McLaughlin are our Aubrey McClendon Lifetime Achievement Award winners this year, and I could not be more pleased and honored and happy to be able to say congratulations on this award. They are the most amazing couple, and I have been blessed by getting to know them. They're very humble. They don't like recognition, but we are very happy to be able to honor them this way, to say thank you for what they've done, not just for us, but for the entire Oklahoma City community.
Hopefully tonight's presentation of our champions has demonstrated the impact Boys and Girls Clubs can make, not just on the youth we serve, but on the entire community. While statistics are real and impactful, it's the stories from those whose lives have been changed that show the real power of what we're doing here. And these stories wouldn't happen without the many opportunities that are presented to our club members thanks to wonderful supporters like all of you. And if you would like to help support the club in their ongoing efforts to help youth in our community, simply text BGCOKC to 405-444-8077. You'll receive a link with instructions on how to complete your pledge. Boys and Girls Clubs is changing lives every single day. Thank you so much for being a part of the amazing work they're doing in the community to enable and inspire all youth to reach their full potential. I hope you enjoyed our 2021 Champions of Youth celebration.